we sit down and interview for this project to hum Brass Bonanza for us.
No, I'm not a hummer. Yeah.
Bum, 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 ba, 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 bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba. And I will also say it may or may not be present at some of our kids' hockey games when goals are scored as well. So we're trying to keep that alive.
Dun, 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 dun.
Want me to keep going? Bum, 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 bum. There you go. It's hard to forget that when you heard it every night for 10 years.
But I have a cold, so I shouldn't go any further.
That's about the best I got.
What about Brass Bonanza? Can you hum any of that for us?
No.
Chuck can do it better than me.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know.
You were born to be a player. You were meant to be here. This moment is yours.
It just wasn't a good time in this country. It didn't feel good. The country needed a boost. The country needed something to get excited about. And of all crazy things, this was the thing.
You believe in miracles? Yes!
It's the NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs, the ultimate in team competition, where team captains Mario Lemieux and Mike Wrigley join fellow members Jaromir Jagr, Dino Ciccarelli, Kevin Stevens, Kelly Miller, Larry Murphy, and Sylvain Coach. It's the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Washington Capitals. Team captains Bernie Nichols and Wayne Gretzky join fellow members Joe Murphy, Thomas Sandstrom, Vincent Damphouse, Luke Robitaille, Dave Manson, and Rob Blake. It's the Edmonton Oilers versus the Los Angeles Kings. Team captains Mark Messier, and Pierre Turgeon join fellow members Mike Gardner, Patrick Flatley, Chris King, Steve Thomas, Jeff Bookaboom, and Tom Curvers. It's the New York Islanders versus the New York Rangers. Team captains Theodore Fleury and Cliff Running join fellow members Sergei Makarov, Trevor Linden, Gary Roberts, Jeff Courtnall, and Yerky Loomy. It's the Calgary Flames versus the Vancouver Canucks. Team captains Neil Broughton and Steve Eiserman join fellow members Mike Modano, Ray Shepard, Brian Bellows, Paul Eisbart, Rod Tenorti, and Steve Chason. It's the Minnesota North Stars versus the Detroit Red Wings. Team captains Bill Gilmore and Jeremy Roenick join fellow members Glenn Anderson, Steve Larmer, Wendell Clark, Michael Goulet, Jamie McCoon, and Steve Smith. It's the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Chicago Blackhawks. Team captains Joe Sakic and Dennis Savard join fellow members Owen Nolan, Russ Courtnall, Valeri Kaminsky, Kirk Muller, JJW, and Alexei Kustarin. It's the Montreal Canadiens versus the Quebec Nordiques. Team captains John Conan and Adam Oates join fellow members Bobby Halling, Keneally, Pat Verbeek, Bob Carpenter, Anna Burt, and Glenn Wesley. It's the Hartford Whalers versus the Boston Bruins. It's the Survivor Series.
As the final buzzer sounded on Game 3 of the NHL playoffs between the Hartford Whalers and the Boston Bruins, an amazing fact emerges. Never in the history of Hartford Whalers hockey has the team ever defeated, let alone swept, the mighty Bruins in 4 games.
As the Boston media and their fans scratch their heads in disbelief, they can only wonder why their team is now facing elimination with their backs against the wall. the Whalers' performance has been nothing short of incredible, with their attacking play, defense, and goaltending all combining to create an unstoppable force on the ice.
As the puck drops in the next and possibly final game between these two teams, the Whalers will hope to complete this remarkable achievement, while the Bruins will be hoping for a miracle to prolong their season. Only time will tell who will emerge victorious. But one thing is for sure, this series will be remembered as a master class of skill, heart, and determination from the Hartford Whalers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hartford Civic Center for Game 4 of the Wales Conference Playoff Series between your Hartford Whalers and the Boston Bruins. We're thrilled to have you here tonight as we continue this electrifying matchup between two of the most historic rivals in the NHL. Before we begin tonight's action, the Whalers organization would like to take a moment to shine a spotlight on two of Connecticut's most successful national championship teams. We congratulate the UConn men's basketball team on their impressive 5th Final Four title in 2023 and Quinnipiac hockey team on their first ever Frozen Four championship in the same year. These teams, along with the Hartford Whalers, stand as a testament to the state's commitment to excellence, showing that small steps and dedication can bring about lasting change. And with the arrival of our new coach, Joe Kruger, we are thrilled to see that Connecticut has arrived in the world of sports. Now, let's turn our attention to the game at hand. The Whalers are currently leading the series 3-0. And with the chance to sweep the Bruins and honor our state even further, we can expect the Civic Center to be at its very loudest tonight. Hartford Whalers promotes good sporting behavior by athletes, coaches, and spectators, and requests your cooperation by supporting the Whalers' opponents and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or other abusive YouTube comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the platform. We value the safety of our athletes, coaches, and game day staff. Spectators are prohibited from entering the playing surface before, during, and after the game. Violators will be removed and subject to arrest. Ladies and gentlemen, please locate the nearest exit to your seat. In the event of an emergency, slowly move to the exit and our game day staff will direct you to a safe and orderly evacuation. In accordance with NHL policy, the Hartford Civic Center is a smoke-free arena. Smoking is prohibited on all arena property, facilities, and parking structures. This includes tailgates and outdoor events. If you do wish to smoke, you do so once you leave the arena. We thank you for your cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for tonight's exciting game, we would like to let you know about a fantastic opportunity for you to own a piece of Hartford Whalers history. We are proud to announce the availability of a new book that chronicles the storied history of the Whalers franchise. The book is packed with rare photographs, engaging insights, and historic moments that shaped the Hartford Whalers team and helped to cement their legacy in the NHL. From classic players to defining games, incredible moments, and exclusive interviews with past and present players and coaches, this book is a must-have for any true Whaler fan. For your convenience, the book is available for purchase at our in-arena souvenir shop located at Section 127, so make sure to head over and pick up your copy for the ultimate reading experience. We thank you for your support of the Hartford Whalers team, and we hope that you enjoy this unique opportunity to take a glimpse into the rich history of this storied franchise. Go Whalers! NHL referees, as assigned by the NHL, is brought to you locally by Aetna Insurance. Learn about health plans for the whole you by visiting Aetna.com. Our lead referee tonight is Blaine Angus. Heading up the linesmen are Neil Armstrong and Ron Asselstein. Fans, it's time to meet the starters for this evening's game. Here is the starting lineup for the visiting Boston Bruins. Starting left defenseman, number 77, Ray Burke. Playing right defenseman is number 26, Glenn Wesley. Starting left wing is number 11, Bob Carpenter. Playing center is number 12, Adam Oates. And starting right wing is number 8, Cam Neely. And in goaltender tonight is Andy Moog. The head coach of the Bruins is Brian Sutter. Gentlemen, get on your feet for tonight's defending NHL Stanley Cup champions, your Hartford Whalers! Starting left defenseman, number 5, Stephen Conroy. Playing in right defenseman, number 6, Adam Burke. Starting left wing is number 16, Het Verbeek. Suiting up in center is number 11, Sean Cullen. And starting in right wing is number 24, Bobby Hollick. And the head coach of your Hartford Whalers is Joe Kruger.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hartford Civic Center as we bring you live coverage of the 4th game between the Hartford Whalers and the Boston Bruins. With the opportunity to achieve a historic sweep of their opponents, the atmosphere in the arena is electric, with fans taking their seats in what promises to be a game that will go down in history.
This season's playoff run for the Hartford Whalers has been nothing short of magical, and the capacity crowd in attendance illustrates just how much this team has captured the hearts of the city. Their impressive form and dominant performances have ignited a passion in the hearts of their fans, who have been unwavering in their support throughout this series. So sit back and enjoy the game as the best talent in the NHL take to the ice for what promises to be an unforgettable night of hockey. The puck is about to drop, and we can feel the tension and excitement in the air. Let's get ready for a historic Game 4.
What a moment for the Hartford Whalers and their fans. In the first period of Game 4 of the NHL playoffs, the Whalers scored a crucial goal at the 17:31 mark to take a vital 1-0 lead.
The goal was scored by number 21 Andrew Castles, who cleverly maneuvered around the Bruins defense to create an opening and fire a shot past the Bruins goaltender. It was a display of incredible skill and composure, and an example of what makes the Whalers such a dangerous team.
For the moment, however, the Whalers have the momentum and the lead, and their fans are roaring in support. It's game on at the Civic Center, and anything can happen in the hunt for the Stanley Cup. Injuries are a part of the game in hockey, and unfortunately, the Hartford Whalers suffered a blow. Whalers player number 29, Randy Ledoux-Kerr, took a big hit, which resulted in Boston's number 38, Vladimir Ruzicka, drawing the team's first penalty of the night, first period.
Despite the adversity, the Whalers managed to keep the pressure on the Bruins, continuing their aggressive attacking play and solid defense. They were able to maintain a 2-0 lead, and the crowd at the Civic Center remained loud and energized, urging the Whalers on to success.
The Hartford Whalers just keep rolling as the Whalers scored again to extend their lead to 3-0 and take complete control of this crucial game.
At the 16:36 mark of the first period, Whaler number 5, Stephen Conroy, scored for the Whalers, assisted by number 11, John Cullen. It was another brilliantly executed goal that showcased the Whalers' skill and composure under pressure.
The Boston Bruins had stormed back into the game. Down by 3 goals, the Bruins refused to give up and managed to pull one back quickly, showing that they still had plenty of fight left in them.
The Bruins fans in the crowd erupted in cheers, sensing that their team was starting to turn the tide. With a renewed sense of energy, the Bruins players took the ice with confidence, determined to get back into the game and salvage their playoff run.
What a turn of events. Just seconds after the Hartford Whalers were put in the penalty box for roughing, they managed to score an incredible shorthanded goal on the penalty kill. At the 15:30 mark of the first period, Whalers number 12, Murray Craven, found the back of the net to extend the Whalers' lead to 4-1, stunning the Boston Bruins and sending the Civic Center into a frenzy.
The Boston Bruins are refusing to go down without a fight. Even after the Hartford Whalers extended their lead yet again, the Bruins found a way to mount a comeback. Right now, anything goes as they are pulling all the strings to desperately send this series back to Beantown.
With the score now at 4-2 in favor of the Whalers, we can expect to see a fierce battle for the remainder of the game as both are about to duke it out in this prize fight. Boston Bruins are roaring back into this game. They have trimmed the Hartford Whalers' lead once more, this time bringing the game to a razor. thin margin.
The Bruins fans in the Civic Center erupted with joy, sensing that their team had momentum on its side. With the deficit now cut to just one, the Bruins will be looking to build on this success and draw even with their rivals.
Andrew Castle scored his third goal of the game, earning himself a hat trick and putting his team in an even more commanding position. It was a remarkable individual performance by Castles, who had been a constant thorn in the side of the Bruins' defense throughout the game.
The goal was yet another showcase of the Whalers' incredible talent, teamwork, and composure under pressure. They had weathered the Bruins' early comeback attempts and are now firmly in control of the game.
This is a critical moment in the game for both teams. For the Bruins, it's a chance to claw their way back into the game and build some momentum heading into the second period. For the Whalers, it's a chance to show their defensive prowess and prevent the Bruins from mounting a comeback.
For the Whalers, this penalty is a welcome reprieve, as they were facing a difficult penalty kill challenge moments ago. They can now regroup and try to make something happen on this power play, potentially extending their lead and making life even more difficult for the Bruins.
The Civic Center is buzzing with excitement as fans from both teams realize the significance of this penalty. It's a game of high stakes, and every moment counts. At the 9:43 mark of the first period, Whalers player number 25, Mark Bergevin, found the back of the net for the Whalers, assisted by number 27, Do Huda. It was a showing of remarkable teamwork and skill, with the Whalers players passing the puck with precision and Bergevin finishing with a perfect shot.
The Civic Center exploded with excitement and joy from Whalers fans who are now feeling confident in their team's chances to emerge victorious. With a commanding lead and a dynamic offense, the Whalers are performing at the highest level possible.
The Hartford Whalers are running away with this game, putting on an offensive clinic against the Boston Bruins. The Whalers have scored another amazing goal, increasing their lead and making things even more difficult for the Bruins.
The Bruins, meanwhile, are struggling to keep up with the Whalers' blistering pace. They have been outmatched and outplayed on every level, and the game is quickly getting away from them.
The Whalers have been relentless with their attack, showing incredible skill, speed, and agility. They are making it look easy, but it's a testament to their hard work and dedication that they are performing at this level.
For the Bruins, it's a difficult moment, but they will need to regroup and play with pride and resilience. Every moment of the game is crucial, and they cannot afford to let their heads drop.
The Civic Center is a sea of Whalers fans, with everyone fully appreciating this amazing performance by their team. With 9 goals already on the board, the Whalers seem almost unstoppable, and it looks like they have all but sealed their place in the next round of the playoffs.
For the Bruins, it's a helpless feeling, as they're being outclassed in virtually every aspect of the game, scratching their heads trying to find out what works as they are stuck in a rut.
The Whalers fans are in complete ecstasy at the Civic Center, watching their team put on an absolute masterclass of playoff hockey. With 10 goals already scored, the Whalers are absolutely dominating their opponents.
The Hartford Whalers have put on an absolute clinic of playoff hockey in this game, scoring time and time again against a hapless Boston Bruins team. The Whalers are beating a dead horse to bed, all but putting a sweet cherry on the top of this series.
The Civic Center is completely lit up with enthusiasm, with Whalers fans going wild at every goal and every remarkable play. They know that they are witnessing something truly special, with their team playing at an incredible level and dismantling the Bruins in this crucial playoff game. To say the Whalers hate the Bruins would be an understatement. Tonight, they are really repossessing every heartache, every embarrassment, and all key losses in past playoff series that Boston has cost them.
This is turning into an absolute shellacking. The Hartford Whalers have yet again found the back of the net, scoring their 12th goal of the game to rub salt in the wounds of the Boston Bruins.
This is playoff hockey at its finest, with the Whalers delivering a performance that will be talked about for years to come. It's a reminder of just how special this sport can be and how anything can happen in the playoffs. For fans of the Whalers, this is a night they will never forget.
Jesus Christ, Monsoon. Doesn't this team ever let up? Now, I heard about winning fairly, but as far as I am concerned, the Whalers have completely gone ballistic.
Will you stop?
Stand up, you don't have to be afraid. Get down, love is like a hurricane. Street boy, you know I never took it, you better believe it.
Isn't enough enough? This team clearly has enough goals to last until Easter Sunday. What more do they have to prove? Now, Joe Kruger was brought here to turn a team into a contender, but not to stoke the flames of a East Coast war. You don't just desecrate these teams and expect they are going to forget. Coach Kruger has no idea what he has just gotten himself into.
That's enough, Jess. As for the Whalers, they are playing with incredible confidence and intensity, enjoying every moment of this remarkable performance. With this incredible lead, they can afford to play with complete freedom, and it seems likely that they will continue to score goals at will as this game progresses.
The Whalers are turning this more into a headbangers ball jam session than a hockey game. Years of pent-up frustration is being felt by the Hartford faithful, are being felt as it seems to permeate throughout the Civic Center.
This is clearly a page out of the Christmas Story where Ralphie takes it out on Scott Farkas after years of torment and heartache. With Boston clearly backed up into the corner, the Whalers are just feeding them devastating blows to the Bruins' pride and ego.
Sure, Coach Kruger is having the time of his life right now, but you don't take storied franchises like the Rangers and Bruins out of the picture and expect they will go away quietly. They will be back to claim what is theirs. Hartford may be it right now, but you can't beat the real thing like the original six.
On the most stunning shores, immerse yourself in ultimate elegance. Ambassador sunglasses, where chic meets seduction. Elevate your style and embrace the intrigue. Ambassador sunglasses, embrace your irresistible side. So, why wait? Visit www.ambassadorsun.com today to use promo code FSStudio50 to save a fabulous 50% of your entire purchase. Ambassador Sun, the perfect shades for the perfect you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hartford Civic Center, where Hartford Whalers lead Boston Bruins 17-4 in Game 4 of the NHL playoffs. What a remarkable first period we just witnessed. The Whalers were absolutely dominant, scoring an incredible 17 goals in the first period of play. This is indeed a playoff record for most goals scored in a single period, and a historic moment for the Whalers. We have some exciting promotions to announce during this intermission. Make sure to visit the concession stands for our Score to Goal, Drink a Dollar promotion, where fans can enjoy a discounted beverage for each goal scored by the Whalers. Also, don't forget to stop by our souvenir stand for a chance to get your hands on exclusive playoff merchandise. We also have some exciting performances lined up for our halftime show. Local band, The Clams, will be performing live on our stage to keep the fans entertained. There will be other fun activities such as the Chuck a Puck competition, where you can win some exciting prizes. We hope you're enjoying this historic game and look forward to seeing you back in your seats for the second period. Once again, Hartford Whalers set a new playoff record for most goals scored in a period. So let's keep up the momentum going and cheer on our team as they chase the ultimate goal of winning the Stanley Cup. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get back into the arena as we welcome back the Hartford Whalers onto the ice for their second period of playoff action. Let's make some noise for our team as they take to the ice and show the Boston Bruins what it means to be a Whaler. Go Whalers!
Start the second period of play right out of the front gate. I just want to say, the Bruins will need to play a more aggressive style of hockey, taking chances where they can and capitalizing on any mistakes the Whalers make. They'll need to tighten up their defense to avoid giving up any easy goals and find ways to create more scoring opportunities.
Additionally, the Bruins will need to play with a high level of energy and determination, knowing that their backs are against the wall. They'll need to come out firing on all cylinders and put pressure on the Whalers from the outset. To make a mistake at this point is devastating, and failure is no longer an option for them. There is no tomorrow.
Just as the second period has gotten underway, the Hartford Whalers have found themselves shorthanded as Pat Verbeek draws a 2-minute tripping penalty at 19:56. This is a rare moment for the struggling Boston Bruins, who will look to capitalize on this power play opportunity.
Despite the Bruins' challenge, the Whalers remain in a commanding position, with a 13-goal lead over their opponents as this second period begins. If anything, this penalty could be seen as a chance for the Bruins to salvage some pride in an otherwise incredibly lopsided game.
In a game where nearly everything seems to be going the Hartford Whalers' way, they've just managed to show us that they can even score shorthanded. Despite being down a man, the Whalers managed to extend their already commanding lead over the Boston Bruins even further with a goal scored by Stephen Conroy at 19:32 of the second period.
Remember when I said that failure was no longer an option for the Bruins? I guess they lied. The Bruins have certainly been nothing but misleading this entire series.
This penalty couldn't have come at a worse time for the Bruins, who have been struggling to keep up with the Hartford Whalers throughout the entire game. Despite their best efforts to create some scoring opportunities on their previous power play, they were not able to capitalize, and now they'll find themselves once again on the defensive. They are just scrambling to create any kind of mode, Joe.
The Hartford Whalers have hit a bit of a snag in their quest for dominance after drawing a penalty of their own, despite being on the power play. At 16:13 of the second period, Murray Craven was given a 2-minute slashing penalty, equaling the number of players on each end of the rink and forcing the game back to even strength.
The Hartford Whalers have just added another penalty to their name in what has been a penalty-ridden second period. At 15:31, Zarley Zalapski committed an egregious charging penalty, sending one of the Boston players to the ice and earning himself a 2-minute penalty.
While the Whalers have been successful at killing off the previous penalties they've taken, this development presents yet another opportunity for the Bruins to capitalize on a power play and maybe get back in the game. Then again, as fate has been so generous in opening doors for the Bruins, they have yet to step in and embrace the moment.
Hartford Whalers were quick to answer the Boston Bruins power play goal with a stunning goal of their own in quick succession. At just 14:35 of the second period, Adam Burt made an impressive break into Boston's end and connected with the puck with a resounding shot that found its way to the back of the net.
If these Whalers fans keep jumping around, this place is going to pop like a pimple. I don't need a blast to the old ticker like this. I felt my plaque start flowing up again.
Really inappropriate, Jess. Will you stop?
Answer the junk and I got more rhymes than this cops at a Dunkin' Donut shop. Sure enough, I got pop from the kids on the hill. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye?
The Boston Bruins have managed to score on the power play again, narrowing the deficit slightly with a goal from Adam Oates at 14:05 of the second period. Oates was assisted by Vladimir Ruzicka and Ray Borkin, who played a key role in helping Oates navigate Hartford's tough defense.
Despite the lead, the Whalers' penalty kill continues to be an issue, as they allow the Bruins to capitalize on their power play opportunities. It's a small chink in their otherwise impressive armor, and they will need to work on managing their penalty kill more efficiently in order to maintain their dominant performance.
The Hartford Whalers have shown no mercy in their continued assault on the hapless Boston Bruins, with Andrew Cassels scoring to extend the lead to a stunning 20-6 lead at 11:30 of the second period.
This place gets any more crazier. They will have to send in the National Guard. Right now, they should be charged with a felonious assault on a helpless victim.
The Boston Bruins have managed to add another goal to the scoreboard in their clash with the Hartford Whalers, with a goal by Cam Neely coming at 1 of the second period. Neely was assisted by Ray Burke and Adam Oates, who helped set up the shot perfectly.
While this development won't be enough to completely turn around the game for the Bruins, it at least shows that they are determined to keep fighting to the very end.
While the Hartford Whalers continue to dominate over the Boston Bruins in this playoff game at the Hartford Civic Center, they've just added another insignificant moment of blunder to their game. At 10:28 of the second period, Randy Ladouceur was cited with a 2-minute charging penalty, sending him to the sin bin and putting the Whalers under more pressure.
While the penalty is unlikely to have a significant impact on the game's outcome, it does give the Bruins a chance to claw back a few more points and possibly get some consolation from an otherwise one-sided game.
The Hartford Whalers have drawn yet another penalty, this time on Murray Craven, who has been given a 2-minute penalty for cross-checking. The penalty was called at 8:50 of the second period, adding to the litany of penalties that have been called in this game so far.
Despite the high number of penalties, the Whalers still maintain a commanding lead of 27, and it's unlikely that this penalty will have a significant impact on the game. However, the Whalers will need to be careful not to allow the Boston Bruins any chance to make a comeback in the latter stages of the match.
Boston Bruins, who have been trying to cut the deficit against the Hartford Whalers, have suffered yet another setback, this time drawing a penalty despite being on the power play. At 7:13 of the second period, Glenn Wesley was given a 2-minute hooking penalty, putting the Bruins back on the defensive even while playing with a man advantage.
For the Whalers, this presents yet another opportunity to showcase their exceptional defense skills and maintain their lead. Despite the high number of penalties, they've been playing with a solid strategy and exceptional execution, and it's unlikely that this penalty will give the Bruins any significant advantage.
just 3. One of the second period, Zarli Zalapski made a stunning interception of the puck, executed a breakaway, and fired a powerful shot past the Boston goalie for a short-handed goal.
For the Bruins, this goal is a testament to the Whalers' dominance as they continue to score goal after goal without giving the opposing team a chance to breathe. Defensively, the Bruins seem to be struggling to contain the Whalers' offense, and basically we can say good night to team strategy because they are all running on empty.
Are absolutely crushing the Boston Bruins in this playoff game. This time, it was John Cullen who found the back of the net, scoring at just 9 of the second period.
Cullen's goal increases the Whalers' lead to a stunning 22-7 lead, and it seems there's no end in sight of their dominant performance. Offensive pressure has been the primary theme of the game, with the Whalers taking every opportunity to launch shots at the Bruins goaltender.
Boston Bruins had finally managed to score a goal late in the second period with just 4 seconds left on the clock. The goal was scored by Vladimir Ruzicka, assisted by Stephen Leach.
It's nothing but an itch that is easy to scratch for the Whalers.
The second period has been a continuation of the first, with the Whalers dominating both offensively and defensively, and the Bruins struggling to keep up. Despite some moments of positivity for the Bruins, such as a power play goal and a late goal to finish the period, the Whalers still look to be firmly in control of the game.
Zarli Zalapski has been the standout player of the night, scoring 3 of the Whalers' 22 goals. But it's been a complete team effort from the Whalers, with some impressive performances across the board and fantastic teamwork on display.
For the Bruins, it's been a difficult game, with some defensive weaknesses exposed by the Whalers' powerful offense. They'll need to regroup in the third period if they want to try to mount any kind of a comeback. But at this point, the odds look to be heavily stacked against them.
With sleek frames that ignite desire and lenses as captivating as the ocean depths. Ambassador sunglasses, a touch of decadence for your beach rendezvous. Ignite the beach. Ignite your life. Save big to use promo code FSStudio50. Ambassador Sun. Elevate your fashion game. Available now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we stand with one period left in what has been a historic series for the Hartford Whalers. With a commanding lead of 22-8 over the Boston Bruins, the Whalers are just one period away from securing their first ever playoff series win against their rivals. Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for the final period of what has been an incredible game between the Hartford Whalers and the Boston Bruins, we have some amazing promotions and giveaways coming up during the second intermission that you won't want to miss. To start things off, we have the Hartford Whalers t-shirt cannon, which will be blasting up free t-shirts to lucky fans in the arena. Who doesn't love free merchandise? Next up, we have the Chuck-a-Puck contest, where fans can purchase foam pucks to throw onto the ice towards the target. The winner will receive an exclusive Hartford Whalers prize bag, so make sure to grab your pucks during the intermission break. But that's not all. We also have a special meet and greet opportunity with a Hartford Whalers legend who will be signing autographs and taking photos with fans in the main concourse. Finally, we have a fantastic concession offer during the second intermission. $2 off any size hot dog when you show your game ticket. It's the perfect snack to fuel you up for the final period of this thrilling matchup. So make sure to stick around during the intermission break and take advantage of these amazing promotions. Go ahead and show your pride for the Hartford Whalers and enjoy the rest of this incredible game. In this last and final period, the Whalers are just 20 minutes away from securing their place in the next round of the playoffs. Now, let's watch as the Hartford Whalers take to the ice for this crucial final period. It's going to be a battle, but we know our team has the talent, the skill, and the heart to push through and come out on top. So let's get ready to make some noise and show our Whalers that we believe in them. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Let's go, Whalers!
good night, Irene, and good night to Boston with that one. They should take 2 aspirin and call the doctor in the morning.
But while the outcome of the game may be all but decided, it's worth noting the Whalers' fantastic performance throughout this series. They've been exceptional both offensively and defensively, playing with pride and passion every step of the way.
As the final seconds tick away, the crowd at the Hartford Civic Center is on its feet. I'm getting kind of curious as to what line dance the Whalers faithful will dance to the tune of Next.
Oh, great. Monsoon. The rhythm must be doing something to Hartford's fans' butts because they just formed a conga line.
If you aren't drinking tequila while listening, you are politely yet firmly invited to leave.
I think they have had enough already. This is turning into a Mardi Gras. Tequila has that effect on you a few shots later, and this is what you hear over and over again. Right now, Hartford is making me want to vomit on an amusement park ride. What the hell is this? The Feast of the Macarena?
Come on, Jess. It's the greatest.
No, the greatest is a little kiss of my fist. Hey, the farther I am away from Hartford singing, yes, I will crave the intoxication. Right now, I feel like impaling myself on the banister.
This becomes the grand moment when the Whalers didn't realize they were making memories. They just knew they were having fun.
Right now, they are not only making history, they are also breathing new life into the Whaler organization that could be around for the long haul.
Round and round, and then the night is going down. One more shot, another round, and then the night is going down. Swing your partner round and round, and then the night is going down. One more time.
This game is timeless. In 50 years, this team will be recognized as one of the greatest.
This truly hits you at the core, man. This team is immortal.
One more time. I get knocked down. dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance.
This song is pushing Hartford's adrenaline to dangerous level.
This is more like the tune Hartford whips out when they are delivering that five-finger death punch.
Although the penalty seems likely to result in no real impact on the result of the game, it does provide an opportunity for the Boston Bruins to at least try and claw back some measure of pride with a late power play goal.
Their pride is best measured in a participation award sticker at this point. If there was any talent in this Bruins team, it was squeezed out of them in Game 1 and put out to pasture.
Yeah, let's go!
You know you're on cloud 9 at this point. If you've ever flown like a human airplane or played air guitar, you just might be a whaler for life.
Gee, 1 minute you played this to a skinny, weak East Coast team. Next thing you know, Hartford has got 20-inch long pythons and dropping the big leg down on their rivals.
Amidst the Whalers' dominating performance in the game, there's been a momentary pause in proceedings as Mikael Andersson has incurred a penalty for roughing. Andersson's hit on Boston player Vladimir Ruzicka has left the player injured and will now result in Andersson sitting out 2 minutes in the penalty box.
The officials have judged Andersson's hit to be overly aggressive, and it's unfortunate that Ruzicka has been left injured by the collision. The Boston Bruins player will need to leave the game to seek medical attention, and it remains to be seen how severe his injury is.
Hunter's goal highlights the incredible importance of teamwork in the game of hockey. The swift exchange of passes, combined with a strong shot from Hunter, ensured that the puck found its way into the back of the net.
This game just keeps on giving as the Whalers have scored yet another goal while they were still shorthanded. It's been an incredible display of skill from the Whalers, who have been impervious thus far. Even when a man down, they have still found ways to put the pressure on the Bruins and come up with the goods. It has been a tough game for the Bruins, and their frustrations are boiling over as they try desperately to get something going for themselves. However, with the Whalers in such control, it's a done deal. I mean, how do you stop a runaway train coming at you full blast? Do you all band together as one and think of ways of derailing it? Unfortunately, the Bruins have done neither all night long, and this game has clearly blown their heads clean off because they ain't thinking much upstairs.
Boston's woes continue in this game, as they've just incurred yet another penalty. This time, it's Peter Boris, who's been charged with interference at 10, 6 of the third period. It's been a difficult game for Boston, with almost nothing going their way. And the number of penalties they've given away only compounds their misery.
Hartford, on the other hand, has been putting on a virtuoso performance, dominating every aspect of the game. They've been quick, sharp, and lethal in front of the goal. With their teamwork and skill,
What can I say about Hartford? They are cool, funky, catchy, and easy on the ears. They would be impossible to dislike as Stanley Cup contenders at this point.
there is definitely nothing average about them tonight.
The goal will at least bring some positivity to the visiting team, as they'll be glad they have managed to get on the board. However, what's telling is that the Bruins have been unable to replicate the same level of offensive performance as the Whalers.
Despite the goal, this has been the Whalers' night, with nearly everything going their way. They've been relentless, and their offensive firepower has been impossible for the Bruins to nullify.
Hartford is now sitting at a threshold of one kick-ass championship campaign.
There is literally only one word echoing amongst the Hartford True Green in regards to this team's record-breaking Gold Platinum Grammy-worthy performance, and that is timeless.
Jam. It's nearly impossible to be in a bad mood when Hartford is cutting a rug to this.
The whole Civic Center is jumping in the line for the Whalers tonight. Pretty soon they will be giving out backstage passes. They're living it up like rock stars at Woodstock.
Shake, shake, Sinora, shake it all the time. Work, 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 Sinora, work your body liner. Work, 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 Sinora, work it all the time.
Hartford has literally got this sellout crowd making them want to do the pants-off dance-off.
For the Whalers, tonight's display of attacking hockey has been breathtaking, with almost everything they're touching turning into gold. Their goal, scoring prowess, has been matched by their stifling defense, making it an all-round stellar performance.
The Whalers' offensive game has been something to behold, and their confident and skillful players have provided a masterclass throughout the game. Their passing and movement have been mesmerizing to watch, leaving the Bruins completely helpless on defense.
As the game continues, the Whalers' impressive form suggests that they're ready to push deep into the playoffs, and the rest of the NHL should be concerned. Their offense is in top gear, their defense is solid, and their fans are firmly behind them. It's hard to imagine a team that can stop the Hartford Whalers when they're in full flight like they are tonight.
For Oates, the goal is his second of the night, and he can be proud of his contribution to the Bruins' cause, even if it came in a losing effort.
The home team's offensive display has been nothing short of phenomenal, with their players displaying great technical ability, passing accuracy, and clinical finishing.
For Zalapsky, the goal will be a moment of pure joy and satisfaction, demonstrating the quality that has been consistent with this Whalers team throughout the playoffs. Are becoming one of those teams that grabs your attention from the start, keeps it, and leaves you breathless at the end. You hear this, you feel joy just to be alive. You work all week, it's time to party. Somebody plays this and you say this is why the Whalers do what they do all week. This is why we put up with so much. This is what makes the playoffs worthwhile.
comes to an end.
Come on, boys. Let's go, Bees. That was a good season, but I don't let down.
It's a tough loss for fans pulling for two teams in the postseason.
With the Bruins and the Celtics both moving on in the playoffs, it'll be huge.
Fans flocked from all over the world to see the Bruins play.
We're from New Brunswick, Canada. Drove. 7 hours. 7 hours.
7 hours?
Yeah.
What's excited for?
Me, a win in the atmosphere of being here. It's going to be awesome inside. It's going to be great.
Despite the loss, Bruins faithful grateful for the historic season.
Welcome to paradise, where the sun kisses your skin and the waves beckon you to dive deep. Introducing Ambassador Sunglasses, the epitome of seduction and elegance. Let the ambience of this paradise surround you. Let your soul feel the passion woven into each Ambassador pair. With Ambassador Sunglasses, you become the embodiment of desire, making hearts skip a beat wherever you go. Get your pair now and let your allure shine brighter than ever before.